this series has gotten kind of out of hand, purposefully. And,
Kinda.
and hey, everybody, welcome back to another edition of the Heroes Peak podcast. I am your host, Chris, and we're here to talk about the one, the only, the 10, Fast X, the newest in the Faster Furious era.
Fast 10-year seatbelt.
Fast 10
this
years.
Be a fast one, too.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
All right,
fast
and
podcast.
here to talk about this, unfortunately, Miss Brookes is not here to discuss her favorite film series, but filling in her role today,
Thank God.
Mr. James is going to play the part of loving this from top to bottom, A++, right, James?
Oh, I'm
Just-
bizarre, Brooks.
He's a closeted
Opposite.
fan of the Fast
I'm-
8, 9,
I'm-
10.
I'm bizarre, Brooks. Everything opposite you expect is what you're gonna get.
And also playing the counter to James's positive view of Fast X. It's Mike. How you doing, Mike?
All right.
Now, this is a 2001 is the original Fast and Furious. So, 22-year-old franchise. That's a pretty long time. That's a long-running franchise. I don't know how it got this far, and I don't know how it got to be what it is today. But somehow Vin Diesel still helming this ever-growing family of international super spy race car drivers fighting.
It just sounds absurd when you say it out loud. International super spy race car driver.
with their superhero level car driving skills, but this time he's fighting Aquaman himself, Mr. James Momoa. I said James Momoa.
Jason
Momoa. As we come to find out, spoilers.
As the best dressed villain. Hold on, that's the best dressed villain of this year so far.
Spoilers. Jason Momoa's villain was there the entire time since what? Fast 5 or Fast
5. That's right.
Yeah. I like how we always retcon stuff.
Yeah, they can't make anything new.
People die.
It's just had always.
They were never dead.
Just like his brother was always there.
He always had a brother.
He always had family, right?
Well, they had Grandma on this one.
Another grandma.
In the beginning.
Yeah, well, I'm like, where was she the last 9 movies during the cookout?
So, yeah, they're really pushing on Dom Toretto not being Italian anymore.
Spanish?
Is it me
or anymore?
I always thought Dom Toretto was Italian. No. Now all of a sudden he's not Italian anymore.
Yes, because the actor is half Italian, half black. So I thought they were playing off his own personal backstory. Now it's Spanish.
But Grandma was speaking Spanish, and then
they call it Abuelita.
Is that because they're leaning into the Corona thing? Like they just.
I think so. Yeah, I think they're leading into the Central American and South American market because he went back to Brazil.
I was going to say he went back to Brazil, and they're like, "Hey, you're famous. We all love you. You're the reason we're here." And I'm like, "What?" I'm not paying enough attention to make a through line with anything. Just so you know. All right.
Ridiculous
so
movie.
This series has gotten kind of out of hand, purposefully, and
kinda,
and not in a just a fun way. At some point, it was like, okay, bigger, it's badder. We're driving through the streets with a giant safe attached to cars.
Bank vault.
That's fine. We're throwing our cars out of planes, but they have parachutes. That's great because they really do that with tanks and shit. But we're to the level that we're driving down giant dams as they're bursting.
Wait, before this movie, they drove into space.
They did. There were rocket ships into space. They're driving on ice, shooting at a submarine, which reappeared.
My man Tyrese was in the car in orbit, trying to steer. What the fuck are you steering in orbit?
He's shifting going down the dam. I'm like, what gear is going down the damn gear?
I mean, after the last movie, there's nothing surprised me in this movie.
He gear
Nothing.
shifted to crashing two helicopters that had him half off the ground.
And I'm pretty sure NAS is really a nuclear. It's an acronym for something
They should
nuclear.
they should
Whatever
change it. They
gas
should make
propellant that they're
NASA
using.
special.
It's what's the fuel in Star Wars they use? The what is it? You remember in Solo
Oh, I don't remember.
they
Yeah,
had to go steal the fuel
Oh, the
for
one
the
movie I watched
hyperdrives.
once.
I don't remember.
I think that's what NAS is in this one.
Yeah, because it can fly you anywhere.
I guess.
Yeah, the science doesn't make sense any longer.
All
I've
right.
given up.
Look,
Yeah.
everybody's an MMA championship fighter as
That's
well.
right.
For some reason, the hacker who invented God's Eye, all of a sudden she's a MMA level fighter. So,
Ludicrous too. Somehow
yeah,
Ludicrous
Luda
got
too.
onto this
Yeah,
train. All right. So anyway, let's do the interesting parts. Jason Momoa.
please.
Jason
Yeah.
Momoa is a definitely change of pace villain, because the last time I saw a villain, it was Charlize Theron playing her absolute worst character I have ever seen her play as a villain.
Well,
Agreed.
don't forget the brother, John Cena,
John Cena.
in the last one.
Oh man, I totally forgot that existed.
Who was totally different in this movie.
He,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna say, like, sorry, I don't mean to jump ahead, but he redeemed himself.
He
in
was
this
a little bit more John Cena in this
Redeemed.
one.
Yeah,
It was like another version of the same fucking character in this movie. What are you talking about? He redeemed himself. He was rewritten. He was retconned.
So
he was the peacemaker version of this. In this
so
one.
apparently
Redeemed himself. He was
Yeah,
a totally
John
different
Cena.
character.
So apparently Jason Momoa gets blowed up. His dad gets blowed up, but he survives, and now he's just what?
Revenge.
He wants revenge,
Yeah.
but he's also a bit
Revenge.
crazy. He's wearing fingernail polish. He's
Yeah, he also waited 5 movies to.
so it's a little he goes a little Harley Quinn. Let's put it that way. People are calling him Joker. I'm calling him. He's definitely leaned more Harley Quinn to me,
Harley Quinn.
like the
Yeah, I agree.
movie Harley Quinn, not the series Harley Quinn.
But I like what they did with the character, making him flamboyant like that. Like, I wouldn't call out and say that he was gay
No,
or whatever
no.
he was. He was
Uzi-centric.
definitely flamboyant. He definitely embraced,
Centric.
the spectrum of, gender, I guess.
Oh, or you're gonna say this is quote unquote? No, I want to say the W word, but you're gonna tell me this character was written to appeal to a certain
think
No,
so.
marginalized group
I'm not
of
saying that.
person?
I'm just saying that this was the way the character was. Whether they did that intentionally to appeal or just because it was a different type of villain. I thought it was.
Because that would be troubling when you go back and remember when they gave you the one little exposition about the character to explain why he exists in the first place.
Right.
Is because his father had him out of wedlock with some other woman, a Pacific Islander woman, who then, because he was mentally unwell, he was in a bunch
Wow,
of
I
different
totally
psychiatric
missed this
wards.
part. When did that happen?
I did not. I did not.
Okay.
I did not.
Yeah, that's right.
So I hope they're not trying to connect me this character exuberance and eccentricism because he was mentally unwell.
Nah, he just
when
got
was
set
younger,
free
and
by
now
the
he's after
bomb. That's
revenge
fine.
for his dad.
He just got to be himself.
I hope not, because
But I
Yes.
think I agree with Mike. I like it for the fact that it's completely different than every other person who has the exact same facial
Exactly.
expression through this entire
Yeah.
fucking movie. Like Vin Diesel,
Yeah,
can you
I agree.
crack a slightly
agree.
different facial expression, please?
dude, he became so annoying in any scene that he was. I just couldn't stand it.
He went
I wanted
from
to fast forward.
Yeah, he went from not moody. It's not a grumpy look. It's I'm talking about, just straight serious, straight looking to angry. He does with
Grim.
the two emotions he had was I'm just looking at the camera, and then now I'm looking at the camera, but I'm angry.
And don't forget the third one, the half smirk whenever he had the corona in his
Right,
ear.
true,
Oh, yeah.
true.
That's
The
the
half
I love
smirk.
my family half smirk.
Family. I love my family
Mhm.
look. Yeah.
When he was looking at photos on the wall, right?
Yes.
Or
Yeah, his view of his not actually dead best friend who's just actually somewhere else. acting like he's not there. Yes, because within the movie,
Brian's off a date. He's at daycare or
right.
something.
That's the problem. Like, I understand the actual act.
I mean, they showed the wife. They showed his
Yeah,
wife.
he was in
Why
like the
even bring
beginning,
her
and then
back? Why even bring
Because
her
she gets
character back?
she
That
gets
made
an
no sense.
MMA training fight scene where
oh yeah,
she's
she kicked
taking
ass
out
too.
guys in full armor gear with elbows and knees and kicks and flips.
And they got assault rifles and everything, man. She wasn't messing around with that frying pan.
Jeez.
I expect the Igualita to
Look,
be having
yeah.
her own little fight scene
And
too.
then
Grandma.
all of a sudden Mia was like, "I got to get home to Brian and the kids," and then she was gone. For
And
the
she
rest of
didn't
the
take the
movie.
kid with her. Like,
No, because Dom said he's got to go with John Cena instead.
which is the
so
stupidest.
right.
Now this movie is full of like, why are they doing that questions? But yes, that's one of
The
them.
big,
Yeah.
you know what would really surprise and delight me
Mhm.
is, and they won't do it, of course, because of the memory of Paul Walker.
Brian Paul Walker.
But in the opening of this sequel to this movie, they should say that Mia and Brian and those kids are dead. That Momoa got to them, and then
Ooh.
that would
Really
be great.
ramp the stakes.
That would have set the
Really
stakes.
ramp the
That would.
stakes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That would have set some stakes. Then we know this dude is for
right.
real.
But
Like people will
yeah,
die,
but
and we know because their character is dead. But now another character who actress is alive is
Yeah,
also
because
dead.
he killed characters that weren't related to them.
right.
No, in that one
So if
race,
they
he
did
blew up
that,
the
it would
one
up the
car.
stakes a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because Gal Gadot
That's
came
right.
back.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Spoilers, everyone.
Somehow she lived through that. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
You know, when she fell out of the plane in 6,
Mhm.
she actually landed in a submarine that was parked at the side of the airfield. And then the submarine had
Got to
wheels,
Antarctica.
and she just drove it to the ocean.
To Antarctica,
That's right.
not the ocean.
No, well,
drove
she had
underneath
to
the
get
ice.
from the airfield to the ocean,
Yeah,
and then she went from the ocean and started heading down to Antarctica.
because they knew.
Dude, we are rambling like we wrote this movie the same way the movie was written
Okay,
and performed.
I'm gonna ask. Okay, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down on their best action scene. Vin Diesel, up or down? Okay, so Michelle Rodriguez, best action scene.
Yes.
Okay, so that brings up Charlize Theron, best action scene.
Yes.
Okay, Jason Statham, good action scene.
Decent.
You know I'm a good
Yeah.
fan of
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Jordana Brewster, who's Mia, we already said.
I'm not going to waste my time putting my hand down.
Tyrese, does Tyrese have?
Oh my god.
He gets
The other terrible part of this movie, other than
he
the
gets
Vin
to
Diesel,
fight
Although-
Ludacris. They get to have a
But
fist fight for no reason.
Tyrese got.
a slap
So-
fest. It was a slap
So,
fest.
like I said in our Guardians review, Tyrese was like. They were turning Tyrese like they were turning Drax, that I was worried about Drax being dumbed down. And I think they took this one down a notch as well with Tyrese.
He's been dumbed down since the last
I know,
movie,
since number
dude.
5. I know, but
Yeah, man. He was irritating to watch. They had a slap box. It wasn't a fight. It wasn't. We can't even rate that. It was a slap
All right,
fest.
John Cena. Do you think John Cena had some good action scenes? He got to beat up some guys'
Brenner-
armor. He had the truck, the car with the rockets. He got to
the
blow.
rocket car was cool. I thought that was cool.
He got to blow himself up for no reason
Yeah.
whatsoever.
No, I'm just
For
trying
no
to think of
reason at
his
all.
fight scenes, though. What else did he...
He only had one.
He fought the...
He got to.
Yeah.
Well, he beat the 3 guys in the plane, but they didn't show that. They just showed them like all in
Yeah.
the freaking
No,
bathroom.
he beat up. His first entrance was beating up the guys, the generic.
Yeah, and that was
dudes.
about it, I
That was
think.
fine.
Yeah.
Nah,
Okay,
nope. Thumbs down.
Han. Do you think Han coming in and getting slapped by Jason Statham, but not actually fighting him?
Yeah, I'm with James on that one.
Who else? Did anybody else have an actual fight scene? Alan Richardson playing this new guy Ames. You may know him as Hawks from the DC TV.
He's the new Jack Reacher.
It's the new Jack
On the
Reacher.
Jack Reacher show.
For some,
Yeah, he's great. He's
Oh, him.
fantastic.
for absolutely no
yeah.
reason, he got to beat up some guys in a street fight.
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
Oh, when he was in Brazil,
Right.
yeah, for no
Yeah.
reason, he was tailing Vin Diesel's character, and then somehow Vin Diesel gave the guys a signal like, "Yeah, get rid of this guy for me,"
Yeah.
and that led
Yeah,
to
it was
nothing.
nothing. It
Yeah,
was
it led
led
to
to
him beating
nothing.
those three
Like
guys and
what the
stealing
heck?
the watch.
So,
So no,
Oh, don't
unnecessary.
forget Brie Larson too, right?
yes, and
She had a fight scene in the
okay,
bar.
Brie Larson. What they did to poor Brie Larson, I'm giving double thumbs down. The whole scene
Does
on
anybody know? Sorry, does anybody know why Mr. Nobody wasn't in this movie? Did he just
probably
smarten
they
up and
just
say,
couldn't get.
"I'm not doing this trash anymore"?
Kurt Russell said no thanks. He saw the final cut of the last movie. Was like, oh my god. Told his agent, "You're
But
fired."
Oh
so
my God, Brie Larson did an interview. Did
mm,
you guys see that?
no.
Where she was
No.
so excited. She had been wanting to be in a Fast and Furious movie for
Well,
years and
they took
years.
advantage of that.
Wait till she sees. Yeah, wait till she sees his final cut of
I
this
Okay,
know.
it
too. She won't be
the
coming back
whole
in the
like
next one.
fight scene, whatever. It was her initial introductory fight scene, whatever. That was fine,
Yeah.
whatever. But when they go to the bridge and they're fighting with Jason Momoa, and she gets shot in the shoulder, and then they have
Oh, that.
this weird scene where they have Vin Diesel pick her up, and they have a low angle, like it's like superhero level, him lifting,
Yeah.
and then
Oh, this is after he already lifted the
yeah,
car
he
as a
Right.
lifted one
shield.
and
Yes.
lifted the car, and then places her in the seat, and it is the weirdest, unnecessarily
Yeah,
like, yeah,
machismo.
scene. I did not under my whole
Yeah,
family watching this was going. She can walk, right? She just got shot. Get in
yeah.
the fucking sand.
And then it goes, yeah, it went clean through. She tells him, yeah, it went clean. No, he tells her,
Hmm.
yeah, it went through. You'll be fine.
And and the
You're
other guy
gonna
got
need an
shot in the
ambulance. She'll be
chest,
fine. It went
went
clean
flying
through.
Yeah.
into the car, and he stood up, and he's fine. I was like, I think
Yeah.
it's
No,
just he's.
no
Yo.
internal injuries there.
I think just the
And then
tightness of the
somehow,
shirt
dude,
depends. That depends on your
and the
level of.
fact that somehow Jason Momoa had planned all that for them to be driving at that dam, like to survive that bridge. Come on, it was just like we're
That's
jumping to
right.
so
Jason
many
Momoa
freaking
planned the whole
like,
bridge thing because he.
and all those bombs were placed, and then the two
No
trucks
wonder
were
it took him
coming, and then
5 years. I bet you those bombs were placed at year 3. He's like, I wonder when I'm going to get to this. I don't know. Well, just in case.
he's like, first he's got to get his own kid. I gotta wait for that
Right?
to happen.
Okay.
Oh, the kid's born. Oh, the mom got killed. Okay, good. That means he's gonna be in Brazil soon to see the sister of the mom that no one knew that she had a sister in that movie. Like, dude, like it's Chat GPT was writing this and had a feedback loop.
So remember, initially James Wan was brought on. He was going to direct this movie,
Mhm.
and then a couple months into production, he left.
I can see.
And I
I think he
wonder.
looked at
You
the
know
script
what?
and went, "Oh my god, what the
Yeah,
hell did you guys do?"
I don't want my name attached
Yeah.
to this shit.
Does Vin Diesel have creative rights too? I would imagine he's
Probably.
an
I
executive
would imagine
producer.
he's producer. Yeah.
So he's kind of like, yeah,
Well, when he lifted that car
yeah.
one-handed, I said, "Oh, he definitely has control of this script.
Uh huh.
He's just going full superhero."
And while we're bringing everybody back, let's bring The Rock, who just tanked another
Oh
franchise
yeah.
for
So
DC.
as another spoiler, yep, returning at the very end in a post credit scene, a la Superman in Black Adam,
And the other
and the other
franchise that
franchise that
he
he's
just
not
killed.
continuing and not taking over. It's The Rock.
Look, the hierarchy of power in the Fast and Furious
Is about
universe
to
is about to
change.
change.
We
It's
thought
about
it
to
was too.
change. I
He
believe
was
that.
in it. He got his own spin-off. The only guy that got a spin-off, where he led it,
Hobbs and
and
Shaw.
then he left thinking he was like, I'm going up in the world. Like I've got Jumanji, and now I got the DCU, and now
That's
he's
right.
like, I don't have the DCU, I don't have my own TV show,
Mm.
and
I heard they canceled the Young Rock now.
I
Yeah.
don't think they're
They
think
did? I
I
actually
think
like that
so.
yeah.
show, The Young
Yeah, I
Rock.
like that show too.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was one of his only successes, other than his workout videos.
So at this point,
And terrible
uh,
vodka.
Fast X is at $650 million worldwide. Now,
All China, right?
Yeah, it's only 150
only
US.
140,
And Brazil.
only 140 domestic.
And
That is
Brazil.
not
Yeah.
good. That is not good domestic haul for this. it's like Transformers level of, it starts out where it's like pretty even.
The other bad movie I watched. No, actually, no. Transformers is a little bit better than this.
So yeah, I don't know.
Holy shit, you're right. Young Rock is canceled.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's sad. Yeah, I enjoyed it, and not really just not for the Rock, but the kids who were playing the Young
The
Rock.
kid
They did a
actors,
great
Yeah,
yeah,
they
job
the
on
were
this
good.
teenage
They
show.
were
actor,
good.
yeah,
We
they're
Yeah,
watched that one.
sorry to yeah, but
sorry,
anyway.
Chris.
Oh, we're at a point where we're just hammering on this movie. I feel bad in case Brooksy watches. I
No,
sort
I'm
of
gonna.
feel
Can I?
bad, but not
And
really.
the
No, can I
and the
say
fact
though?
that
Can I say there real quick?
Hmm.
Like I told you guys, I thought this movie was better than 8 and 9
I don't think so, but yeah.
because I, I mean, I think the villain itself made this one better than eight and
Yes.
nine.
yeah, that's the
Yes.
yes, I agree on that
I
part.
mean, all the action pieces and all the ridiculousness was probably the same,
Hmm.
if not worse. But I think
Yeah, I think 9 was the
9
worst. I think
was
you're right.
definitely the worst for me.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah,
villains in the last couple were just terrible, just absolutely
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah. Jason Momoa looked like again Christian Bale in Thor, Love and
Hmm.
Thunder.
yeah,
Like he was just doing his own thing.
yep.
He's like, yeah, I came here to perform, and I'm
Holy
performing.
crap! Holy crap! I just looked
I
up the Fast and Furious franchise on thenumbers.com. The production budgets started out the first movie $38 million. Obviously, they're going to slowly grow. Can you guys
Yeah,
Yeah, they're stealing
do you
CDs back
guys
then.
right.
Remember,
do you guys
DVD
have
players.
a guess on
Super
what they think
Spy.
the production budget for this movie was?
I'm gonna say 200 million.
James,
Yeah, I'm gonna
three
go
hundred and
250.
forty
Fuck
million
sakes.
dollars. Oh,
Just to make this movie, and that's not even marketing.
oh my god! Oh, and the marketing was everywhere.
See, I think with them, it's the heavy influx of CGI, but also all of the international on
Hmm.
sets. Like they
Hmm.
really went to Portugal. They probably really went to Antarctica.
They really rented a
or,
submarine.
or, or in this
Yeah,
case, it was Greenland. They went to
right.
Greenland and they said he has
Yeah,
Antarctica. South America was probably a month of shooting
right.
there, in Brazil. So a lot of these places, it adds to the production. Flying everybody out
That's
there.
true.
All right, so just to give you some numbers here, the total production budget of the 10 movies is $1.75 billion. The total
Jesus.
domestic haul is $2 billion. So they do
Okay.
make the money back domestically. The
Yeah,
worldwide domestic haul of this series, all including the United States, $7.2 billion. Now,
Wow. That's why they're pumping these
oh
only
out
yeah,
there.
of
only
course.
two of these individually have made $1 billion, and that's 7 and 8.
Yeah,
Everything
but then
else,
people realized after 8 was trash, they were like, "Yeah, I'm not so sure. I want to go back to this."
yeah, you had that steady rise from 1 till 7, and then
Yeah,
we've steadily dropped from there. Hmm.
Decline. I mean, he got to the point where he split. This was supposed to be one of two finale,
yeah.
right?
It's
10
supposed to
and
be
11. But then now 11 is going to be split into 11 and
yeah.
12. So he extended it from a
Hmm.
finale to a duality to a trilogy final
And
movie.
there's no
Like,
writing. There's no writing in this movie that says this has any right. This is Hobbit level of splitting something into three movies that has
Right.
no right to be three
like,
movies.
how else can this story end? Like, everybody's coming back that was dead from like the first movie, right? They're gonna bring like the first movie, the young guy who got shot up in front of his house. He's gonna have a son that's gonna be part of his team in the next movie.
And
No,
then
isn't Jason
This,
Momoa supposed to become their family member by the end of this? So
I
like,
guess.
oh yeah,
So at
probably.
the end of
And then the real enemy is gonna be The
no, it's
Rock.
it's what's his name who now runs this secret spy organization that they sort of worked for.
oh yeah, that dude. Ugh.
He's actually the final villain, and then he's gonna car transform into like a giant
No, the
transformer.
final villain's gonna be No, it's gonna be Dom's dad never died, and he's been
Oh
hiding in a
no.
secret maximum prison, and then he's gonna come. He's gonna race against Dom in a final movie.
And
The
they're gonna
two of
race
them,
down the
quarter
street, and he's
mile,
gonna get hit by a train. And
and he's gonna die instead of his father, and then that's how you close it. And then we're gonna drink
drink
Coronas.
Coronas at his funeral. There you go.
That's right.
That's how you got to finish it. Like
See, writers, if you're
like
watching our
Dean
podcast, hire
Winchester,
us.
drive your car into the sky, man. Drive your car into the sky.
Oh man, don't you dare
I'm
blaspheme!
only on
Dean
season
Burke
9,
with
so I
this.
actually don't know.
Oh shit! You almost spoiled yourself there. So never mind.
All right. I guess we should give our grades for Fast X.
D.
I'm going D plus because I like Jason Momoa.
Ooh.
Yeah, before this podcast, I was joking around saying D for doo doo, but I was gonna surprise you and tell you F. But Mike made some good points about Jason Momoa. Mike and you, Chris, as well. So I'm not gonna go to the F. I'm gonna stick with the D, but I'm not crazy enough to give it
Yeah,
a
I'm
D
just gonna
plus.
go.
I'm being
So
really generous
flat
today.
D for dead.
Oh, this
D for dead.
it's probably my lowest rated of this year, maybe second lowest rated of the 10
No.
movies. Not, and we're not including Hobbs and Shaw in these numbers.
No, did we even review that one?
I don't
we
think
did.
so.
We never reviewed
we
it.
did
That
not.
was
Idris
That was
Elba.
at Harris Peak.
Yeah,
That was a Harris Peak movie,
I
right?
actually
The last one.
enjoyed that more than like 5 of these movies.
I did too.
That was 8, right? Idris Elba
No,
was 8?
he was Hobbs and
Hobbs
Shaw.
and Shaw. So it was Jason
Oh,
Statham
yeah.
and The Rock against superhero
Oh,
Right.
nanotech.
that was better than these last
Mm.
And
two
Shaw's
movies.
sister
Yeah,
was
better.
there, and yeah.
Then they went to
Yeah,
Hawaii
they went to The
or
Rock's house
the Pacific Islands.
and his whole family.
And
Yeah, he pulled a helicopter.
with
He
his
did a
arm
Captain
up.
America.
And he had cocoa butter
Dude,
in his
Statham.
arms.
By the way, Statham did a Mia as well. When he found out his mom was being hunted, he was like, "Oh, I'm off to save my mom," and then he just disappeared for the
Oh,
rest
so
of the
maybe
movie.
that's just the second movie. It's
Correct.
just all Jason Statham
You're
saving
correct.
his mom.
I don't know.
Hobbs and
Hobbs
Shaw,
and
Yeah.
Shaw
too.
2, Fast X 2, Hobbs and Shaw 2 in one movie.
Ugh.
Fast X squared.
Fast and Shaw. Wait, what? No, I don't know if that works.
All right.
All right. I guess just thank you for joining us, everybody. I hope you. Sorry, Brooks.
Short and sweet. Yeah, make sure you get Brooks to watch this.
I'm sure if you disliked this movie, you enjoyed this episode. If you like this movie, you probably turned us off already. So, I don't know. Mike, where can they find us on social media to tell us what they thought of the Fast and Furious 10 and the whole franchise?
Yeah, so if you want to let us know why you also hate Fast X, you can find us on all over the internet: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell in the corner to get notifications, and leave a comment below. Tell us what your favorite worst part of Fast X was.
Did we grade this worse than we
Yes.
graded the Snyder Cut?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think I gave the Snyder Cut
Yeah,
a
it
C
is.
minus or something.
Right.
C plus.
No, it was a D plus. I gave Snyder Cut a D plus. So yeah, this is
Yeah.
D. It's below,
All right.
below.
All right, that guys. Thanks for joining me. Can't wait to get together and talk about Spider-Verse or something really fun.
Yeah.
The Flash is coming out
True,
soon.
Can't wait
ladies
to
and
get together
gentlemen.
and talk about the Spider-Verse because it's really fun.
Jesus, catch up, Chris. Catch up.
I am. My son is so excited, but hate excited about the Flash movie because Flash is his favorite, and he's just like he's so scared. He's so scared it's gonna be terrible.
I'm hearing good things, so
Yeah, I'm hearing good things. So maybe he doesn't have to be too fearful.
Yep. All the studios are crossing their fingers. Oh, it doesn't matter what a guy does on his off hours. All right.
yeah.
All right, guys.
All right.
See you next week. Bye.
Good night.
Hey, Indigo made the beat.